We'll start with today's session. And see, students, please do it. Keep it ready. I'll ask anybody to share it, and that time you'll have to present it. Okay. I don't want the same people only doing it. I want everybody to participate. Is it clear? Fine. So now, can somebody tell me the comparison between separate chaining and open addressing? Anyone? Yes.
Separate chaining is simpler to implement, and whereas open addressing it's quite more complicated as compared to the simple one.
Okay. Anything else?
Chaining uses extra space for links, and there are no links in open addressing.
And ma'am, simple in chaining we can say that the table never fills up, but whereas in open addressing it may fill.
Wait for just 2 minutes. Huh? Uh, okay. So we shall continue. So we were talking about load factor, right? So remember what is load factor? Can somebody tell me what is load factor? See, it's there in your screen. Load factor कैसे calculate करते हैं? See, students, you'll have to go at home. You have to revise what is being taken in the class. Load factor कैसे calculate करते हैं? See, it's here. Can you all hear me, students? Are you there
Yes,
with me?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So load factor क्यों calculate करते हैं? To see how in order to calculate the complexity. See, when you calculate the key, it doesn't take the complexity. You can say it is constant, big O of 1. When you are calculating the key value pair, that means you are traversing the array or the every bucket. You can say the worst case is big O of n, because sometimes, as I told you, if you're using sometimes if you're using separate chaining, what happens is all the entries might come to the same bucket, leading to a linked list on the same bucket. So you can say the worst case or the time complexity is big O of n. Then on an average, how do you calculate? You calculate the size of the array. They will be like, how you calculate is number of entries divided by the size of the array. So that is called the load factor. So throughout all the probing techniques, we'll be considering the load factor. So that is very important. So please go through the screen, read it, and tell me if you have. Yes. Is it clear to all? Yes, students. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes, yes,
ma'am, can
please.
you, ma'am, can you explain the load factor for the open addressing?
See, open addressing here. Here, what they're saying is, see, they're taking the load factor as number of entries but divided by the size of the table, and it should be, by default, they say it should be, less about approximately 0.75. That means they consider it less than 1. So load factor formula is not going to change. It's going to be alpha is equal to n by m. So if you're considering it, so they consider it should be less than 1. If it becomes greater, then you have to do the adjustments, okay, related to that. So and they say the expected time to search, insert and delete will then be taken as less than 1 by 1 minus alpha. So by using different examples, that is what they have generalized and put it. So they say, as when you do a calculation, if somebody asks you to do the calculation using search, insert and delete, that time the formula you will be using is 1 by 1 minus alpha. So that's how they have approximated and come into a decision that this is the time complexity. Okay, so the formula for any say separate chaining or open addressing, it is going to be n by m itself. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now, yes, the next topic we have to discuss is rehashing. So as we in the last session in our example, what we found is overflow came. So overflow, can somebody tell me what is an overflow condition?
When the number of keys to be inserted are more than the available buckets or
Yes,
table
very
size.
good. Yes, very good. So when you have many number of keys, but your bucket size is not sufficient, and you tend to, the bucket becomes, or the hash table becomes full, and you have keys remaining to be inserted. That condition is called overflow. So when that condition comes, the option they tell you is to do a rehashing. What is rehashing? That is, they are resizing the bucket. How do you resize the bucket? If your bucket size is 10 now, they resize it to double the size of the current bucket. So that is what they say. And mostly they prefer you, when you do a rehashing, to take a prime number as the bucket size. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, so table size is resized, and the size of the table is doubled by creating a new bucket. So अगर आप वो इमेज देख सकते हैं, तो ओल्ड बकेट देखो 10 है, तो न्यू बकेट का साइज उन्होंने 23 दिया है, क्योंकि डबल साइज मतलब 20. So they said they prefer prime number, so nearest prime number is 23. So इसलिए 23 का bucket उन्होंने rehashing में use किया है. Clear? And when is rehashing used? When the table becomes completely full, and when the load factor increases. Suppose आप decide कर रहे हैं, देखो कि when I do hashing, load factor का value इतना ही होना चाहिए, but when you're trying to insert and delete the values, आपने देखा कि load factor का value is increasing more than expected. That time you can use rehashing, and insertions fail due to overflow. So this is when you use rehashing. These are the conditions when you use rehashing. When you see bucket is going to become full easily, or when you see the load factor is increasing more than recommended, or when you come across overflow condition, that is same as the first condition. Okay, so then the next is what they're saying is how rehashing can be done. तो rehashing, अगर आपके पास एक old table है, उसमें data already fill है, but there are keys that has to be still filled. क्या करने वाले, नया बकेट यूज करने वाले, नया बकेट डबल द साइज यूज करने वाले। तो कैसे करेंगे, जो पुराने बकेट का डेटा है वो पूरा ट्रांसफर करना पड़ेगा न्यू बकेट में। वो कैसे करेंगे, फिर से आपको you have to do you have to calculate the hash values based on the new bucket size. So that's how rehashing has to be done. So rehashing will be done by taking the values from the old bucket and putting it into the new bucket based on the hash values depending on the table size of the new bucket. So that is how rehashing is done. So in short, when is rehashing done? When you face overflow or when the load factor tends to increase. How is it done? You create a new bucket of double the size of the existing bucket, and mostly the size of the table is taken as a prime number. And how you do it, you again calculate the hash key values based on the new bucket size, and you transfer all the data from the old bucket to the new bucket depending on the hash key position. So I hope you have understood. Read the contents and let me know if you've understood or not. समझ में आया क्या? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Is it clear? Yes, students, are you all with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Is
Yes,
it
ma'am.
clear? Is it clear how it is done? I'll show you an example, but have you understood the theoretical background behind it?
Yes.
Okay. When is rehashing done? Can somebody tell me what you've understood? When is rehashing done?
When
When
there is
overflow
overflow condition.
Yeah,
When
when
the
the
table
overflow occurs, when you are unable to place the data in the given bucket, when you can see the load factor is increasing more than the predefined value. Okay, so if you can see the screen, example है दिया है. Can you all see my screen with the example?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके अभी देखो उसमें वैल्यूज दिया है 37, 90, 55, 22, 17, 49, 87 और टेबल साइज 10 है। तो लेफ्ट कॉर्नर लेफ्ट बॉटम कॉर्नर में इमेज दिया है, कैन यू सी इट? 37 मॉड्यूलो 10 किया तो 7 आया, तो 37 7 इंडेक्स में प्लेस किया। 90 मॉड्यूलो 10 gives you a 0, so 90 is placed as index 0. 55 modulo 10 gives you value 5, so 55 is placed at the 5th index. 22 modulo 10 is placed at index 2, and 17 modulo 10 gives you value 7, so collision occurs. So you can solve it by using any probing. So yeah, इस example में probing कैसे solve किया है? Linear probing method से. So it is placed at index 8 then. Okay, and then you have 49 modulo 10 which gives you 9, so 49 is placed as index 9. So as you can see, with the given set of values, the table has almost become full. So if more values are given, what happens? What will happen? अभी कितना values दिया है? 7 values दिया है, right?
collision overflow.
Yeah. तो अभी 7 values दिया, और जब 7 values already भरा है, it's almost the bucket is almost full. And if you get more values, what happens? There is a tendency for the bucket to become over. For you can say there might be an overflow happening in this case. So what you will do in that case, if you feel it is not sufficient, you will do a rehashing by doubling the size. So 0 to 9 मतलब table size 10 है, तो double size मतलब 20 है. 20 is not a prime number, so you can take the value 23. So 23 use करने के बाद क्या होता है? Can you see? Can you see what happens after 23? See, you are doing a rehashing. मतलब all the values has to be hashed as per the table size 23. So you're transferring all the old contents to the new bucket, and now you can compare old bucket or new bucket ke difference. You have plenty of space available for more data. So that is how you do a rehashing. So you can see 37 modulo 23 gives you 14. So 37 is placed in 14 and there is no collision occurring also. Yes, so that's how a rehashing is done. Is it clear? Have you all understood the example? And this is a very small example, but there can be cases when they give you keys more than the size of the bucket. So that time you have to do a rehashing. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
What about
Yes,
others,
ma'am.
dear? Everybody,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to hear different sounds? Is it clear to all?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So please let me know when you don't understand. Okay, so next topic is extensible hashing or extendable hashing. So extendable hashing is used when you have large amount of data and इसका method completely अलग है. Okay, it's not like the methods we have used so far. So it's a completely different method. So I want everybody to pay attention on this. Extensible hashing handles large amount of data and data is placed in the hash table by extracting certain number of bits. So that is the point you have to remember. And hashing can grow or shrink. Matlab, it can add more tables, it can reduce the tables based on the go, depending on the values that has to be inserted. So it is normally used when you have large amount of data और उसका format वो image में दिया है. You have a directory which represents the bit, then you have a number enclosed in parentheses which represents the levels, and you have a bucket which represents or which holds the data. So this is how you are going to represent extensible hashing. So what is it? It contains a directory which represents the bit. Then you have the level which is enclosed in a bracket, and you have a bucket where data will be placed. And in the bucket you have to say how much data that can be placed also before you start doing extensible hashing. So this is how the structure looks like. So I hope you have understood. It is used for large amount of data, and how it is done. It is done by taking some bits, and it can grow and it can become smaller in size also based on the hashing on the go. And this is the structure of the table. Is it clear to all? Have you all understood this? I will be showing you example, but structure समझ में आया क्या आपको?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine. So how to insert values now? Okay, so now pay attention. अगर समझ में नहीं आया तो मुझे बताना. तो अभी यहाँ पे वैल्यूज क्या है 1 4 5 7 8 10. आपको ये वैल्यूज आपको प्लेस करना है यूजिंग इंसर्ट ऑपरेशन इन एन एक्सटेंसिबल हैशिंग. तो नाउ assume the bucket can hold only two values. Okay, bucket कौन सा है? The second box beneath is the bucket, and it can hold only two values. Assume that. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट स्टेप में हमें इंसर्ट 1 and 4 करना है. ओके, तो 1 and 4 को बिट्स में कन्वर्ट करेंगे. तो 1 बाइनरी में कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? 0 0 1. और 4 बाइनरी में कैसे रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? 1 0 0. वो समझ में आया क्या? आई होप यू ऑल नो द बाइनरी रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ डिजिट्स. You all know that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So अभी 001 और 100 हमने bucket में place किया है, and let's say our bit is 0. Okay, let's take the bit initially as 0. So in the top directory I am representing it as 0. the level is 0, so in bracket 0, and I've placed two values inside the bucket. Now as I told you, the bucket predefined है, bucket में 2 ही entries चाहिए, तो अभी मुझे 5 insert करना है, तो क्या होगा, वो bucket में insert नहीं कर पाएंगे, क्योंकि why it cannot be inserted into the bucket? Are you all there with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
so 5 cannot be inserted into the bucket because the bucket size is 2. So in that case, what I have to do, I have to increase, I have to double the directory. तो अगर वो image step 2 का image देख सकते हैं क्या, तो I've doubled the directory, I've included one more box, and I have given the directory as 0 and 1. So first is representing 0, the other is representing 1. So ये इसका मतलब क्या है, अभी जो bit 0 में end करते हैं वो value 0 में place करेंगे, and जो values 1 में end करते हैं वो 1 में place करेंगे. मतलब take value 1, 0, 0, 1. The last bit is 1. That means 1 will be 0, 0, 1 will be placed in the directory 1. And value 4 का bit क्या है, 1, 0, 0. तो last bit 0 है, so it will be placed in directory 0. And 5 क्या है, 1, 0, 1. Last bit 1 है, so it will be placed in directory 1. अभी लेवल देखो 1 है, क्योंकि एक लेवल बढ़ गया है, पहले 0 था, बट 0 में वैल्यूज फिट नहीं हो रहे थे, तो वी हैड टू क्रिएट वन मोर बकेट, तो द लेवल हैज इंक्रीज टू 1. इज इट क्लियर? स्टेप 2 समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Huh?
ma'am.
Okay. Now go to step 3. I want to insert 7, but 7 का last bit क्या है, 1 है, तो वो डायरेक्टरी 1 में प्लेस नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज डायरेक्टरी 1 में ऑलरेडी 2 वैल्यूज है, विच इज 001 and 101, and you know directory can have only 2 entries because we have predefined it. तो क्या करना है, डायरेक्टरी 1 को फिर से एक्सटेंड करना है, डबल करना है. तो डायरेक्टरी 1 को हम एक्सटेंड कैसे करेंगे, उसको डायरेक्टरी को 2 बिट में रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, 0001 1011. तो डायरेक्टरी 1 को हम एक्सटेंड कर रहे, सो लेवल डायरेक्टरी 1 से लेवल को 2 नेम करेंगे. मतलब 00 will remain 1 level, and 01 1011 it's extended directories of the directory 1 of the previous step, so it is given as level 2. And you will place, now again 100 will be placed as 00 bit because the ending 2 bits are 0. 001 and 101 will be placed in 01 directory because the ending 2 bits are 01, and 11 will be placed at the last directory because ending 2 bits are 1. समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone.
Ma'am, please repeat step 3.
स्टेप 3 में देखो, स्टेप 2 देखो, अगर हमने बकेट वही बकेट यूज करने वाले हैं, 111 आप कहाँ प्लेस करेंगे, मुझे बताओ. स्टेप 3 का इमेज मत देखो, सिर्फ स्टेप 2 का इमेज देखो, और उस स्टेप 2 का इमेज में मुझे 111 प्लेस करना है. तो वेयर शुड दैट गो, 111 कहाँ प्लेस होगा?
In 1.
1. बट क्या है, बकेट का साइज 2 है, और तो ऑलरेडी उसमें 2 वैल्यूज है ना,
Yes, ma'am.
तो उसमें you cannot fill it in that bucket because that bucket is full. तो वो बकेट को हमें एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा. समझ में आया? मतलब
Yes.
1 को हमें एक्सटेंड करना पड़ेगा, तो 1 लेवल 2 में जाएगा. तो कैसे एक्सटेंड कर रहे हैं हम, इंस्टेड ऑफ टेकिंग 1 बिट वी विल कंसिडर 2 बिट्स. ठीक है, तो 2 बिट्स मतलब क्या है, 01 10 11. वो समझ में आया क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके तो 2 बिट्स में एक्सटेंड किया तो फिर से हमें डाटा को इंसर्शन में हेल्प करना पड़ेगा। अभी देखो फर्स्ट एंट्री क्या था 001 तो 001 कौन सा डायरेक्टरी में जाएगा 001 कौन से डायरेक्टरी में जाएगा
01
01 बिकॉज लास्ट 2 बिट तो 01 है 100 कौन से एंट्री में है
00
00 में 101 कौन से एंट्री में है
01
01 अभी कौन सा हमें एंटर करना है 111 तो उसका लास्ट 2 बिट क्या है 11 वो कौन से बकेट में जाएगा
11
11 समझ में आया क्या अभी
यस मैम
ओके अभी देखो नेक्स्ट हमें 8 इंसर्ट करना है तो 8 का बाइनरी क्या है 1000 है ना तो वो कहाँ इंसर्ट होगा मुझे बताओ इसमें एक्सटेंसिबल की जरूरत नहीं है क्योंकि लास्ट 2 बिट 00 है एंड वो कहाँ इंसर्ट होगा कोई बता सकते हैं
00 में
0 में because it had only one entry it can be easily entered into that bucket so direct है 1000 will be entered into the 00 bucket. Now the last I want to insert 10 so 10 का बाइनरी क्या है 1010 तो 1010 कहाँ इंसर्ट होगा
10
में
10 उसमें डेटा ही नहीं था तो you will insert it there. So have you understood extensible hashing insertion everyone
Yes, ma'am.
yes everybody is it clear to all
यस मैम
okay now we'll just see into deletion if I want to delete 10 तो कैसे होगा can somebody tell me 10 का बाइनरी क्या है
1010
1010 लास्ट 2 बिट क्या है 10 तो 10 will be available in which bucket in which directory
10
10 तो वहां से डिलीट करना डायरेक्टली अंडरस्टूड दैट्स हाउ यू सर्च मतलब पहले उसको बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट करेंगे फिर जितना हमने बिट साइज डायरेक्टरी बिट साइज सेलेक्ट किया उसके बेसिस में हम लास्ट उतना बिट सेलेक्ट करेंगे एंड विल सर्च फॉर दैट करस्पॉन्डिंग डायरेक्टरी एंड फ्रॉम दैट डायरेक्टरी वी विल रिमूव दैट वैल्यू फ्रॉम द बकेट समझ में आया क्या अभी देखो डिलीट 7 तो डिलीट 7 का वैल्यू क्या है बाइनरी वैल्यू 111 तो you will delete 111 from the last directory but remember जब हमने 7 इंसर्ट करते वक्त ही हमने लेवल इंक्रीज किया था राइट 1011 अभी वो लेवल का जरूरत नहीं है तो हमें लेवल रिड्यूस करना पड़ेगा फ्रॉम 2 to 1 so that is the additional thing you have to keep in mind when the level 2 we had increased it to level 2 because we had to place 10 and 11 values and it was done when we were inserting 7 so when you're deleting it you have to traverse back the level to the previous one that is 1 and then delete 8 का value क्या है 1000 that is found in the 00 bucket you delete it from that bucket so this is how deletion happens so please go through the images see if you understand and let me know समझ में आया क्या सबको
Yes, ma'am.
okay
यस मैम
okay so how do you search it you first calculate the hash address of the key then you'll check how many bits are used in the directory and based on the least significant I bits you get the index of the directory and you go to the directory find the bucket address and you delete it or you retrieve it so that's how searching is done so that's what how we did deletion so this is written this is going to be written in this way so is it clear read the statements Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I want you all to do this at home, this example at home using extendable hashing, and we'll see in the next session, and we'll discuss all the queries. I hope today's session is clear to all. Is there any doubts? Please ask. सबको समझ में आया है क्या? Is it clear to
Yes,
all?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, please do it at home, and I want everybody to do it. Don't give me excuses, and please be ready with the homework. When I ask you to share it, please share it. Then only I'll get to know that if you have understood or not. Okay? So in the next session, we'll meet again and we'll discuss if there is any queries. Please do the homework. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all. Bye.